Hello and welcome to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. BoomStick XL, and I want to thank you for taking the time to check out my latest video. Well, the biased media is at it again. More specifically, the hate mongers at Gamespot with another negative article published on November 25th by Oscar Deas titled, "The Xbox One has the power, but lacks the games to be a worthwhile purchase." Is anyone surprised by this negativity? Well, I'm not. The article continues. 4 years after its current-gen console first launched, Microsoft has released the upgraded Xbox One X. The software giant heralds its latest device in the Xbox One family as the most powerful console ever. But with this new console's release, I'm left wondering which of its games are compelling enough to rush out and buy. He goes on to say, for what it's worth, he doesn't own a PS4 Pro, and that he's not the type to shell out wads of cash for smallish gains in performance, and there's nothing that Microsoft could ever do about that. He continues with, Sony's exclusive lineup over the last few years made him at least stop and consider buying a PS4 Pro. The question that I have for you guys is, what the hell is he talking about? Doesn't he do this for a living? Past the excellent showing of PS4 exclusives in 2017, what big exclusives is he referring to? Before we go any further, let's talk about a little something called journalistic objectivity, something that has clearly been absent within the gaming media for quite some time. Here's a small part of the definition. It is a considerable notion within the discussion of journalistic professionalism. Journalistic objectivity may refer to fairness, being impartial, and having factuality within the discussion. What shocks me more than anything is how one-sided the gaming media has been. They clearly have an agenda and have gone out of their way to bash the Xbox brand and its fan base since 2013. It seems no matter what Phil Spencer and Microsoft do, it's never going to be enough for the media to report any kind of positive Xbox story. All Microsoft has done since the horrible reveal of the Xbox One in 2013 is give us OG Xbox and Xbox 360 backward compatibility, EA Access, Xbox Play Anywhere, Game Pass, numerous improvements to the UI on Xbox Live, the Xbox One S, and the recently released Xbox One X. This is not even a complete list of everything Microsoft has done to improve the Xbox platform for its players. Instead of celebrating the release of the Xbox One X, the media is running garbage stories like the one I'm speaking about today, because negativity sells. The major media outlets like IGN, Kotaku, Giant Bomb, and the aforementioned GameSpot have lowered their standards to opinion pieces to garner clicks and likes, simply because they are becoming more obsolete each and every day. Hate apparently sells, and they are not taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. Now, whether you like Digital Foundry or not, they have been the most hardest on the Xbox One platform since 2013. What's not talked about is how Microsoft sought them out to reveal the specs of the Xbox One X on April 6th of this year, because they were completely confident that it was indeed a special console. Since its release on November 7th, Digital Foundry has done numerous tests and comparisons on the big first and third-party titles, proving that the Xbox One X is not only the most powerful console ever released, but games run extremely better on it over the PS4 Pro. I'm not going to give this so-called hack of a journalist any more spotlight for pushing a false narrative, so I'm going to be moving on to my favorite part of this video, and that's the community spotlight, where today we're talking about Irrelevant Native, who I can assure you is not irrelevant by any means. He is a big supporter of small streamers and is currently the moderator for the Morning Mixer that stars Roby and Jez Corden. He shows up in the chat for many popular podcasts that include The Saltiest Podcast, M&C Mornings, Console Corner, Digital Hoarders Podcast, the X Power Podcast, and the next podcast, just to name a few. He supports one console, and his system of choice is the Xbox platform. Some of his favorite games are Conker's Bad Fur Day, Resident Evil 2, Jade Empire, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Skyrim, Gears of War 4, and KOTOR, all true gaming classics. But what he values most and more than anything is him being an extremely proud husband and father of two, and that is awesome. Please hit him up on Twitter at IrrelevantNative. I will provide his link directly in the show notes. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I truly hope I provided an interesting topic that opens the door to show people how one way the media is and how they use opinions to get clicks instead of reporting real gaming news. If you like this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And before I go, I just want to wish you and your families an amazing and safe holiday season. Thanks again.